Festivities will be starting at 12 o'clock.
Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Yes, it's yeah, go up there. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, test, test. Can you hear it? On that one? No, on the next one. Second knob over on the bottom right. It says controller on it. How are we doing? A little bit more? Test. Test, test, 1, 2. Oh, I think that's pretty good. Pretty decently close, to be honest. Like, almost touching. Yeah.
Hello.
Testing.
Hello. Yeah. Test, test. Testing. Testing the microphone.
Testing 1, 2. Testing.
I am hungry and starving. Test, test. Test, test, test.
Second 2. Check. Second two.
What's your face?
So it actually like turns into like a full tripod. That's awesome. I really like this thing. I bet there's tools around it. Awesome. I love how yeah, I was a little unsure when I put into that with the case. But how mine goes. No, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, right. Trying to be a self-promoter, and then you hear like, oh yeah, I thought it was a turkey. I saw it, and it left like half of the screen black, and I was like, huh. And I changed the orientation, and I changed it back to the guard. And I was like, oh, that's good. So I'll probably see that on the recording. No, that's good. Because when I was on there, I was people commenting. Yeah, I've been liking them all. When you start a comment, does it like it on the respective one? Yeah. Oh, okay. Make sure that this thing's fine. Now, are you going to move that over there? I'm gonna be blocking. So like I'm gonna it's gonna be there. Okay. Yeah. David has to knock off. You already yelled at me twice. That was nothing I could control. The call from me today, they were out, and I told Mary to come out of order. But we got to pass it off. I actually saw Listen, we got everything done.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gentell. If I could please ask that everyone either turn off or silence your cell phone so we don't get disturbances from it. We would appreciate that. My name is Valerie Falkenberg. I'm the Director of Marketing for Gentell, and it really is our honor and pleasure to welcome you here today for our flag dedication and flag raising ceremony. And it is also my pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of Gentell and affiliated companies, Mr. David Navazio, who will welcome you further and kick off our event.
Thank you. In the immortal words of Ronald Reagan, our 40th president, when we honor our flag, we honor what we stand for as a nation: freedom, equality, justice, and hope. My name is David Navazio, I'm president of the entities, and I also am honored to serve as an honorary commander for the Joint Base of McGuire, Fort Dix, and Lakehurst. My pleasure to welcome you to our dedication of the American flag. This flag will serve as a reminder of the story of America itself. It represents the freedom, dignity, and true meaning of being an American. It has been with us through our war times, our sad times, but also in times of our greatest joys and triumphs. Here we are, less than 20 miles from the city of Philadelphia, the site of the first Constitutional Convention in 1787, and home of Betsy Ross, who legend says stitched the American flag. If you notice in our program, we list employees and their family members who serve or have served in our armed forces. The list is too long to read, but I encourage you to read each name. Each name in the program is a cherished family member who has given their time and talent to this great country. In particular, I want to acknowledge our Assistant Vice President, Nebras Hayek, who is not here today because she is away at training as part of her service as a combat engineer in the United States Army National Guard. May I please ask your attention as the Honor Guard will present and display the flag of the United States of America. Please join me in welcoming Steve Burns to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Steve is the Gentell Distribution Manager in Nashville, Tennessee. He served as Sergeant First Class in the U.S. Army and served 2 tours of duty in Iraq and 2 in Afghanistan. Steve?
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Like, join me in welcoming Lieutenant Alan Perchetti of the Salvation Army for invocation. Father God, we thank you for the opportunity, Lord, that you have provided. You have provided the Gentell Company, Lord, to set the standards of their company, of their organization. Father, I thank you for the opportunity to be here today, Lord, doing something that matters. Father, I thank you for our flag, Lord, and even though we're standing in times of trouble, Father, we're standing in times of war, Lord, Father, we still trust in you. So we thank you, Lord. We thank you for giving us the freedom. And Father, I ask that you give a special blessing, special protection over us and over the Gentell Company. I ask all these things in your precious name. In the name of Jesus. Please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Ratcliffe of the Joint Base McGuire Fort Dix Lakers.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for hosting me today. Thank you again, David, for the generous invite. I'd also like to thank our honor guard. I think they stepped out of sight, but Senior Airman Hall, Senior Airman Kelly, and Senior Airman Glass. They're all airmen in my squadron that previously served on the Air Force Honor Guard. And they came out here today on a voluntary basis to help make sure we did our flag dedication right. So I'd like to give them a round of applause. So David asked me to come out and give a couple of remarks about the Joint Base. A little bit of breeze today. And I thought I'd add in a little bit about military customs and the flag. I realized we have some barbecue and burritos on the other side of this. I'll try to be quick. So as you heard, my name is Lieutenant Colonel Matt Ratcliffe. I am the commander of the 305th Maintenance Squadron at Joint Base McGuire Dix Lakers. Starting this past spring and for the next 8 or 9 months, David and I are partnered together under the base's Honorary Commander Program. The purpose of this program is to educate key community leaders about a unit's mission and to foster a supportive relationship with the local community, increase involvement in civic endeavors, and to make members of the local community feel connected to the host base. Having already hosted David at my unit, it was great to be here at Gentell to celebrate Flag Day and learn more about the people and the mission of this company. As a squadron commander, I am responsible for more than 470 uniformed and civilian airmen, most of whom are maintainers or technicians of some variety. Our squadron has a broad mission. We support all 3 airframes of JBMDL in some capacity, those being the KC-10 Extender, the KC-46 Pegasus, and the C-17 Globemaster III. Not only do we inspect and maintain these aircraft, but we also provide munition storage for the Joint Base, while also supporting the entire Northeast region of the United States with inspections and calibrations of test, measurement, and data equipment. Probably similar to some of the medical equipment you all are responsible here at Gentell. We also frequently respond to POTUS testings. We provide equipment support whenever Air Force One moves through the local area. So a little bit about JBMDL. It's only 35 minutes from here, but it does feel like a world away being out in the central farmlands of New Jersey, not here in the Philly suburbs. It is the nation's only tri-service installation, with the Air Force, Army, and Navy all having significant presence. There are more than 45,000 uniformed members, federal employees, and contractors working at JBMDL. On the Air Force side, in my parent unit, the 305th Air Mobility Wing, we provide rapid global mobility for our nation when called upon. That comes in the form of aerial refueling capabilities from our large tanker fleet, or a strategic aerial capability from our C-17s. Our wing was directly involved in Operation Allies Refuge in Afghanistan, where our crews flew a number of missions out of Kabul in August of 2021, including the famous Reach A71 mission that carried 823 passengers on board, setting an all-time record for the most passengers on a single C-17 mission. In fact, that mission was flown by an aircrew from the 6th Aerial Squadron of JBMDL. We also played a significant role in Operation Allies Welcome, where we helped the installation bed down more than 13,000 vulnerable Afghans, providing them a temporary home before they were finally be settled in the United States. And all of this was done in just 6 months. And finally, it was our we that answered the call when it became apparent that Russia would invade Ukraine. Our C-17s have fared countless weapons and equipment to support our Ukrainian allies in defense of their homeland. We've also deployed a portion of our tanker fleet to Europe to help provide an air bridge for our forces to help get them into the theater. Because of this and the incredible fighting spirit of the Ukrainian people, they stand a real fighting chance of repelling the Russian invaders. Now for the more formal, customary side of things. In the military, we don't formally recognize Flag Day, as in we don't really have a big event for it. It might be something optional, but it's not something that's really ingrained into our day-to-day schedules. Of course, that's not to say we don't recognize the significance of the flag. I would say in the way for the military, every day is Flag Day. If you don't know, we have strict customs governing the respect for the flag. On every military installation, we have reveille that occurs early in the morning, signifying the beginning of the duty day. Traditionally, this is when the U.S. flag is first raised, accompanied by two colors, which you heard earlier on the bugle. And during the playing of that bugle call, military members outdoors, they typically face the music on the flag and render a salute for duration. Also, at the end of the day, we have retreat. This is followed by the national anthem. So this is traditionally the flag is lowered at the end of the duty day. Again, military members outdoors must face the nearest flag or music and render a salute. And when retreat sounds the national anthem, all traffic, whether it's on foot or vehicle on base, stops, regardless of whether you're civilian or military. So this respect for the flag is instilled upon all military members, in addition to numerous other customs, such as how to properly display the flag, when to salute the flag, and how to properly dispose of it. Just moments ago, we all witnessed a flag raising done according to military standards. Hopefully you took note of the honor guard's composure, the methodical nature in which they unfolded the flag, and the care and respect they showed for the flag until it was fully raised. To serve on the honor guard is a huge privilege in the military. It requires true dedication and focus. During the Pledge of Allegiance, you may also notice that the military members remain quiet. During the pledge, military members in uniform should remain silent, face the flag, and render a salute until the pledge is finished. All these rules and more are governed by the U.S. Flag Code, the nation's ultimate authority in displaying and caring for the flag. The Flag Code applies to all, but as you notice, military members are held to a different, higher standard. On the 72nd annual Flag Day, I challenge you all to become more familiar with the U.S. Flag Code. You may be surprised at what you find within it. After all, if we are to celebrate and treasure our national flag, we ought to know how to do so with the utmost professionalism. While our nation's flag may hold varying levels of significance and meaning for each of us in attendance, it has brought us all here together for the same purpose. I hope that when each of you looks at the flag, you feel compelled to strive for that more perfect union described in the very first sentence of the Constitution. I hope that my words today have helped build a better understanding of the joint base and the customs we adhere to in the military. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Radcliffe. I'll tell you, I really enjoyed going to the base, and Colonel Radcliffe was my host. Went there a couple of times, and you can't help but just be so impressed with the men and the women working on that base each day and really doing some great things. So, thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Radcliffe. Please join me as we welcome Lieutenant Justin Fishman and Kirk Berry of the KB Foundation.
Good afternoon. My name is Lieutenant Fishman. This is my family over here. My father, Steve Fishman, Jonah, Rachel, Olivia, and Isabella. I just want to give a big hello and thank you not only to all the Gentell employees, but the veterans in the crowd, as well as their family. Veterans will understand this, but when you do it, thank you for your service. It's really for the family to hear that, because those are the ones who really sacrifice. So if you know that and you know their family, it's really nice to tell their family members, thank you. So myself in the private sector, I am in a nonprofit youth program. We do youth mentoring for middle school age boys and girls. Myself, actually, my wife started a mentoring program about a year or so ago. and recently, as of 6 or 7 months ago, joined forces with an old partner of mine, Mr. Frank Berry, who's been speaking in a minute, at the KB Foundation. And so we thought it was fitting here to have a couple of our boys say a few words and then Kirk talk about our organization.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope it's okay to say I'm extremely nervous, but I'm going to do my best. I won't be before you long. Thank you, Mr. Ravazio, for having us today. Thank you for the donation that you're going to give the KB Foundation. My name is Kirk Berry. I thank everyone for being here. KB Foundation was started in 2016. And simply put, I understood the plight that parents have wanting to find their kids a mentor. In most organizations, do one-to-one mentoring, which means our young boys and girls have to wait on a list for years sometimes to find a mentor organization that will give their children experiences that can teach them for a lifetime. So the KB Foundation is simply that. It's an organization that works to help young people. Tagline is simply exposure is life. Exposure is life changing. You can get someone who will show you how to tie a tie. Or this weekend we just finished having our first all-girls camp, and the young ladies made a 3-tier cake from scratch. Any exposure is exposure that can change your life, teach you in the field, and teach you about the opportunities in life, teach you about the flag, the soldier that we all have. In order to have that freedom, you have to have exposure. You have to be taught things outside of your household, outside of your community, and the KB Foundation aims to do that for our youth locally. So I just want to say thank you to Mr. Vazio, the company, and everyone, the powers that be, that made this possible. And now we're going to make room for our young men from our Tuesday night mentoring program. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. My name is Zaire Williams. I have the honor to attending the KB Power Mentoring Camp. This camp gave me the opportunity to make new friends, and opportunities while learning new skills, creativity, and leadership. Camp KB inspired campers to new heights and expand their horizon while setting the tone for great experiences, such as cooking, workout, exercises, swimming lessons, and archery and more. And I can't forget about the outstanding counselors. Secondly, I would like to mention the KB Power enrichment and sports program I attend. I attend Saturdays, although I would like to relax from school. I come on Saturdays and we finish our homework before we play basketball. Because here they have taught me the importance of responsibility and to complete everything I said. So with that being said, I'm honored to be a part of the KB family. Thank you.
Another quick round of applause for Zaire and Maurice Torrance, recent 8th grade graduates, one from Neverville Elementary in South Philadelphia, and Mastery Charter as well in South Philadelphia. We look forward to what they have to hold in the future. Obviously, very, very inspiring. All right, so I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with this poem. This is Old Glory, one of my favorites. I think it's a perfect setting for flag. I was born on June 14, 1777 in Philadelphia. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest building. I stand watch on America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher. My colors are a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am loved. I am respected. I am revered. I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Aragon Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, the jungles of Guam, Okinawa, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, Bosnia, Afghanistan, and a score of places long forgotten, but all but those who were there with me. I was there. I led my soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines. I followed them and watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired. My soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines cheered me. I was proud. America has been attacked by cowardly fanatics, and many lives have been lost. But those who would destroy me cannot win, for I am a symbol of freedom, of one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I have been soiled, burned, torn, trampled on in the streets of countless countries that I have helped set free. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on in my own country, where it is by those whom I have served in battle with. It hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used as a bandage for my wounded comrades in the field of battle. When I fly to half-mast to honor my soldiers, sailors, my airmen, my Marines, or when I lie in trembling arms of a grieving parent at the graveside of their fallen son or daughter. I'm proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wait.
Thank you. Now here's the fun part. On behalf of Gentell, all of its employees throughout the country, it is my pleasure, along with Kevin Quilty, to present to the KB Foundation a check for $5,000. I could not prevent. I'd like to now bring up Glenn Paul, a great singer, to help lead us all in the rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Welcome, Glenn. Thank you, Kevin. You know, the Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem, is a reminder that we haven't always known how things are going to turn out, and yet they do for our country. After every perilous fight, there is the reminder that we're still here and we're thriving. So let's join and sing this today. Please stand. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave? home of the brave. Okay, thank you. A few closing remarks, and then we will enjoy some Rita's water ice and some great barbecue. A couple of final comments. First of all, thank you, David, for putting this together. Phenomenal job, just phenomenal. And building a great company. And thank you, Valerie and her team, the marketing team, Mike Morris and Chris Lahick, the operational team. So many people touched this in so many ways. On April 4th, David sent an email and said, we should have a flag day, and we should have a flag. And here we are 60 plus days later, and it's all come together. It's a great example of teamwork and people pulling together to make something happen. And that's what he does as a leader. So let's hear it for David. When we look at the flag, I found this information, and I thought it was, as if we hear all the things today about flags and amazing teamwork here today, one thing that I found that this flag represents, and we forget sometimes, that the original flag, the stripes, are the 13 colonies, and the stars represent the 50 states. The colors of the flag are symbolic as well. The red symbolizes hardiness and valor, the white symbolizes purity and innocence, and the blue represents diligence, perseverance, and justice. And that's what our flag is, and I think that's what we sometimes forget in all the struggles that we have to go through. So it's just amazing that this group and our team could pull this together. And I'm so honored to have people here to represent David and the team and the company. And so thank you very much. After we sing a rendition with Glenn's help of God Bless America, we'll ask you all to join us for some barbecue and some Rita's water ice and celebrate a little bit and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. So thank you very much. Let's all sing and bless our country and our lunch. God bless America, and that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. One final note, we're also honored today that although he couldn't make it, Ryan Fitzpatrick, our congressman, sent Ryan Oyster. Thank you, Ryan, for coming on his behalf and bringing us a flag that is hung above the Capitol, and gave us this citation to certify that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol at the request of Ryan Fitzpatrick for us. And we have that, we'll have that framed, and thank you so much for being here. So once again, thank you all for joining us today. Please enjoy yourselves, have plenty of Rita's water ice and barbecue. And again, thanks, David, for your leadership and guidance.
So I just click on. I fucking said that. Yeah.